But we long for time, so let's get the last thing in, man. Let's talk about the draft order and then finish off the playoff matchups, and let's get right into it with the draft order, man. This win is in a long line of terrible decisions to win a game that you had no business winning. We seen it with the Giants 2 weeks ago, and or last week, I'm sorry, and we seen it with the Patriots today. The Patriots had a 53% chance to end the season with the number one overall pick. You cannot win this game. Yes, Gerard Mayo feels he could pat himself on the back. He went out on his shield. Congratulations, dog. Whoop de fucking do. Joe Milton went out on his shield. Whoop de fucking do. But that is for the players to enjoy that. The players are temporary. We, the fans, are supposed to be here for a lifetime. No fan of a New England Patriots is happy today. I promise you that, dog. They went from first with a 53% chance to get the first overall pick down to fourth. They were for sure going to trade out of that number one spot. They don't need a quarterback.
Just get
They
assets. Get
they could have
assets,
gotten
baby.
assets. So this is in the long line of all-time terrible tank jobs, right? Like this
Yeah.
is reminiscent of the 2020 and of course, ironic and psych, the 2020 Jets who had all but secured the rights to draft Trevor Lawrence. And then they did this most stupid Jets thing ever. They won a meaningless game against the fucking Cleveland Browns, dog. Why? Why?
You know what, Herbie? I will say this, man. When it comes to that, like, there is. Listen, I get it for the players, right? Like the players, obviously, they have their own reasons why they don't want to lose. You know, some guys are showcasing for maybe their next destination. Some guys just have it in them to just not just lay down. And then there are just those cases, Herbie. It's just, I think there's a lot of, when it comes to the players, I get it, but there are actually fans, Herbie, that they don't ever want to see their team lose, even if if it helps the team, right? Like me personally, I don't really like seeing the Dolphins lose when we are in the thick of things, but like when we have like the 1-15 season we had in '07, like that was a season, Herbie, where I was just like, I became desensitized to football, to Dolphins football, to the point where it just didn't matter to me whether they win or lose. Like when it gets to that point for me, I just don't care, even though I understand that losing actually benefits us. But there are people, Herbie, who can't grasp that. There are people who never want to see their team lose, even though losing is what you need when your team sucks because you get a better draft pick. So it's crazy how that works out, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I'm the complete opposite, right? Because at the end of the day, like I look at things holistically because you have to. Like you have to look at this shit holistically, dog. Like you don't got no choice but to look at this shit holistically because if you don't, you end up doing what these guys did today, bruh. And it's just like I get it, man. I understand it, dog. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to get your shit straight or whatever. I'll do that shit later. But I get it, bro. You want to because okay. So we were gonna talk about tanking beforehand. It just happened that the Patriots did the worst possible thing because somebody in one of the football groups I follow that we follow mentioned like, oh, they need to do things to curtail tanking in the NFL. And I replied, you can't take in the NFL, dog. You really can't. It's not enough fucking games, bro. Like people don't know that they're completely out of it till about week 15, week 14, the earliest. So you can't tank one and two. Even if you don't put your best players on the field, the dudes who are playing are going to play hard. They're not
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the team. They're thinking about film. They're thinking about their next employer possibly. So they're going to put their best foot forward. That's how you have a Drew Lock who threw for 5 touchdowns last week and almost 500 yards or whatever the fuck he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take in the NFL. The only thing you can do is hope that your team that you put out there loses. Like, and the only
Yep.
way to ensure that they lose is to put the worst players out there. But you can't tank in the NFL. So Gerard Mayo did what he was supposed to do, which is try to win a game. Especially if he got fired or he knew he was gonna get fired. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Middle fingers, nigga.
Why would I help y'all out?
Why would I
Fuck
help
you.
y'all out? You taking
Yeah.
food off of my plate. Why would I help y'all out?
Kick rocks.
So yeah, Patriot fans could be pissed. And again, I'll be pissed too. But he did what he was supposed to do. He knew. Adam Schefter, before the game started, said the Patriots were leaning on firing him. That shows how dumb the Patriots are. Because now you're putting that out in the universe. Of course he's going to try to say, man, Joe Milton, bruh, go 19 for 19, dog. We're going to call the best plays that we've been saving that we've ever had, bruh. Like, fuck it. Let's get this W. But it is funny that it completely changed everything. So now Tennessee is in the driver's seats of the 2025 draft. The Cleveland Browns have a huge decision to make. Are you going to still run it back with the nasty man? Can you possibly do that?
The nasty
you?
man.
You got the New York Giants, who ironically are back in a position that kind of helps them, or they would have ended up anyway. You feel me? And then you got the New England Patriots at 4. So New England is probably going to take Travis Hunter, depending on, you know, what the guys up front do. But they might not even get a chance to draft Travis Hunter now. Because depending on what Cleveland Browns do, the draft is ultimately going to be decided by Cleveland Browns, right? The Cleveland Browns could take Travis Hunter, and now that leaves the New England Patriots with who? This is not a good draft for any position. All the positions are subpar.
Yeah, this is one of the weakest drafts like in recent memory that I can think of.
Facts, bro. So yeah, man.